Hey everybody, it's me, Deogenz, and it's time for Pokemon of the Week. This week, we're going to do another 6th Gen analysis, so bear with me on the tiers here, because Delphox appears. Delphox is an awesome final evolved starter that starts out a fire type, and instead of going firefighting like we've seen the trend of so many other starters these past gens, it goes fire psychic. Now let me explain my analysis with the tiers right off the bat. Comparing to the past fire fully evolved starters between Blaziken and Emboar and Infernape and all them, I'm thinking that Delphox has a pretty good shot of being UU or OU, and here's why. It's dual type, it has an interesting magician ability that only takes away items when you strike your opponent, but I shouldn't play that down. Only taking away items can be very vital in disabling a choice item. However, you will have to be careful in not collecting that for Delphox and locking you into one thing. However, since Magician is still unlocked, or rather is locked and is unknown as how to unlock it, I don't know how much it'll help in quantifying what tier it sits in. But then we pull on its stats. It's got three base stats that are 100 or more, and 2 that work perfect in tandem together, special attack and speed. So, in a way, Delphox is kind of like the special attacking form of Blaziken, and mirrors Blaziken even in its type, instead of being firefighting, fire psychic, so it could defeat Blaziken on a one-on-one battle. That's why I'm thinking this thing has a very good shot at being UU or OU, but hey, Smogon is still hashing it out, so we'll see when it's all concise. Now, for its other ability, nothing impressive, Blaze. It's typical to all starters that are fire. You're going to want to have a modest or timid nature to make sure you max out that special attack and get a jump on speed if that's what you prefer. I personally would go for the speed because I think this thing is just fine in its special attacking ability. So on the upper value range of things, you want to max out that special attack and max the speed. It's a pretty straightforward sweeper here, and the moveset doesn't leave you with much room for experimentation as far as alternative moves you can have that are special. However, having hidden power included is a really nice bonus to having a special sweeper. That's the one wonderful thing about hidden power that you can always depend on if you're setting up a special attacking type poke, is that if it's lacking in some weakness, you do notice that it's got 5 weaknesses, unfortunately, that may set it back down a tier instead of being so high up in the UU or OU tier, but still, I am believing it has a good chance. So to optimize those chances, you may want to swap out Calm Mind and put on a Hidden Power Water to fight off rock and ground types. No doubt you'll be faster than them, and if a water type comes onto the field, it might be time to switch to something that can absorb that and regain health from a water type move attack, or just take the brunt of the damage and buff it off by not being very effective. It's up to you, but Calm Mind, Shadow Ball, Psychic, and Flamethrower are juggernauts on the field if you have the right switch. If you get out when Delphox is facing another Psychic or Fire type move, you'll be able to get a Calm Mind up, be fast enough to get the jump on your opponent next turn, and sweep them away with something surprising like a Hidden Power Water, or it's just OP Flamethrower and Psychic combo. 2 marvelous stab moves to have for this type of poke. So, I want to know what you think below. Do you believe Delphox will be delivered into UU or OU? Your thoughts below. I want to know. I've been Deogenz, reminding you to subscribe to Planet Poke for more 6th Gen future analysis of how metagame will pan out. And also I want to hear your thoughts on that. How do you like these Pokemon of the Weeks I do on the 6th Gen? Next week we'll do another 6th Gen just because it's so interesting to me and I'm enveloped in X and Y as I'm sure you are right now. But I want to know, do you think the information is still good despite the tier data? I know fairies are freaking a lot of people out right now, so we will have to see in the future of metagame. See you next week.